Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need, from work trucks to family cars. They truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Hello, basketball fans, and welcome into Menomonie High School for this Big Rivers Conference High School girls basketball matchup between the Chippewa Falls Cardinals and your Menomonie Mustangs. Tonight is senior night, and we just had the recognition completed at midcourt. Great job by Coach Swanson and the underclassmen from the varsity girls basketball team recognizing the seniors that we will talk about later in the broadcast. Alongside my color man and former head girls basketball coach Storm Harmon, I am Joe Zadowski, and we will be bringing you tonight's live stream broadcast of Menomonie basketball on Mustangs TV. The streaky Mustangs come into tonight's game with an overall record of 11-12, 6-7 in the Big Rivers Conference. After winning 6 straight games after the holiday break, The Mustangs have dropped 7 of their last 9 contests as they've worked through a couple injuries and gone through a difficult part of their schedule. The good news for Menomonie is they get ready for their final tune-up before the WIA tournament, and they're coming off a 79-63 win at New Richmond 1 week ago. Tonight's opponent, the Chippewa Falls Cardinals, has a record of 1-22 with their only victory, a 58-52 win at La Crosse Logan on January 7th. When these two teams played in Chippewa Falls on January 14th, the Mustangs took care of business and went home with a win and the final score of 79-46. Coming up in our pregame show, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics, we'll talk with the head coach of the Mustangs, Tyra Swanson, go over the starting lineups, keys of the game, and we'll get ready for tip-off right here from Menomonie High School. We'll be back with Coach Swanson after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Mustangs TV.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Joining us now on the pregame show is head coach for the Mustangs, Tyra Swanson. Coach Swanson, it's senior night.
It is senior night, yeah.
So when you look at your roster, being a first-year coach, how have these seniors impacted you and impacted the program?
Yeah, we have 7 seniors, which is a large class. I think it might be one of the largest in a long time for Menomonie. But to have a group that large and sit together for this long is super special, and I've told them that for a while. They've been a part of a lot of success here the past 4 years, regional championships, conference championships, and they've had great leaders ahead of them to pave the way, and they've learned from them, and they've done a really good job leading our girls now too.
Well, it looks like you guys have done a great job recognizing the seniors, whether it's the parents or the coaches or maybe a little bit of both. I see their banners out in the lobby and a nice little flyer that was created. Obviously, you think this is important and something that should be celebrated.
Absolutely. It's always great to recognize our seniors and all that they've done for the program, and each one of them, no matter the playing time that they've had on the court, have contributed in multiple different ways. Another thing about them is they're just great humans too. They all play multiple sports, and they take care of their stuff in the school too. So they've been great leaders for us.
So shifting gears a little bit, we look at the schedule winding down. Is it hard to believe this is really the end of the regular season in your first year coaching here at Menomonie?
It's crazy. It feels like it was just November. We're just starting. It's gone by fast. This final stretch here, I feel like we finally had a little bit of break, a little bit more time to prepare for New Richmond, Chippewa, and then going into playoffs next week. And it's been a breath of fresh air, and we're just trying to enjoy every moment.
You mentioned, the New Richmond game last Friday, and you guys had a real nice game there. Start building some momentum. Tonight you have a Chippewa Falls team coming in that, I think they're 1-23. You guys had a lot of success last time you played them. Are you hoping to build some momentum leading up to next week's game against Rhinelander?
Yeah, that's the goal. Take care of business early and come out injury-free. But yes, that's the goal. Take care of business, have confidence and momentum heading into next week.
When you're practicing this week, obviously you have to focus on Chippewa Falls, but are you guys doing anything to start looking at Rhinelander, or do you know you have the whole week next week and just kind of keep getting better?
Yeah, we definitely take it one game at a time. Looking at the playoffs next week, we really have practice for next week, and then we play after we win on Friday. We'll play the winner of Rice Lake and Mosinee, and so just looking ahead, putting little things in here and there, knowing that when we practice it, we'll be more comfortable when we get to it.
Very good, Coach. Now, again, looking at this game, anything with injuries or sicknesses or anything like that to be concerned with tonight?
Nope. We've all been healthy, knock on wood. We walk out of here injury-free tonight, too.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Good luck tonight, and go beat those Cardinals.
Thank you.
All right, that's been head coach Tyra Swanson on our pregame show, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics. We'll be back in just a minute with the starting lineups, keys to the game, and tip-off right here from Menomonie High School. You're watching Mustangs TV.
At Crystal Orthodontics, we treat every patient like family, so you can expect to receive the highest quality, personalized orthodontic care in a really fun and welcoming environment. We want you to love your smile and feel happy and confident when smiling at school, work, with friends, with family, wherever you are in life. So I invite you to come visit us for a complimentary orthodontic evaluation so you can experience the care and culture that makes us the Chippewa Valley's orthodontic leader.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. About 3.5 minutes left here in the pregame warm-ups. The senior night festivities have already taken place, so warm-ups will be completed. We'll have a few announcements, the playing of the national anthem, and we'll be set for tip-off. Just a little bit tardy here tonight because of senior night, but should have this thing tipped off by about 7:30. So that just gives us a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and bring in our color guy, Storm Harmon. And Coach, this is an exciting time of year. What goes through your mind as a coach as you're wrapping up the regular season?
You get me goosebumps already here, Joe. It is the best time of year. I'm obviously biased as a former basketball coach here. But this is the time where, anything can kind of happen. That's why high school sports, why sports in general is so great. A lot of hard work either comes to fruition or other teams find ways to nab another day. And I think that's what it comes down to. I know I was very prideful with girls that I got to work with in the past of we just wanted another day. There's always an expiration date on a high school season no matter what the sport is, but to have another day with those kids to work, to practice, to compete, that's just all you can ask for. And last regular season game tonight, and then they're on that mission of can we get another day?
You know, you and Chad have been doing most of the games, and, Chad couldn't be here, most of the girls' games, and Chad couldn't be here tonight. Hope he's watching along on Mustangs TV. I know he's at a coaching clinic for baseball. But when I look at this girls' team, and I've seen many of their games, they started out with a really, really tough schedule. They went down to that Kettle Moraine tournament, played against the top-ranked teams in the state. They got back from that, and they got, kind of on track right away. They lost a couple right before Christmas, and then after Christmas break, they just came out, really they were playing the best basketball of the season. I think they ran off 6 wins in a row, and things were looking really good. Then they had a couple injuries, some sicknesses, and also the competition, the schedule, the way it worked out this year, playing Eau Claire Memorial twice, and I think it was 3 weeks. Hudson was thrown in there, and since then it's kind of been, they lost 7 out of 9. Kind of through that meat grinder of a schedule, as Chad likes to call it. But now they're getting back on the winning track. They played New Richmond last Friday, and they had a whole week of practice. Now they're back against Chippewa Falls, a team coming in, I think, 1-23, beat them by 35 points the first time. As a coach, and you start looking at that bracket, you start thinking about Rhinelander. What's that like? I mean, you got to take care of this game, right?
Yep, no, absolutely. You want to take care of this game, finish the conference note on a high note. I think it'd get them to 500 in conference. Again, a solid VRC again this year. I always looked at the season as a roller coaster ride, and you didn't know where you're going to end that season on that ride. And it takes you up, down, turns, all sorts of things. And you just always hope to be peaking with your team. And like you mentioned last week with New Richmond, getting on the right track again, stack another one of those performances here tonight, and you can really get rolling and catch fire at the right time.
When we talk a little bit about practice, and again, they had a full week of practice, only no games since the New Richmond game last Friday. They had this one game this Friday, and they don't play again until next Friday. So you actually have time to practice, but you're not all of a sudden going to develop players in 2 weeks. Nope. So what is that practice time used for? Do you get an opportunity to maybe put in a couple more wrinkles?
Yeah, for sure. Like, your habits are formed off-season in November, usually through December-ish, right? And then you start game planning a little bit more. I think you can kind of bring your attention to, one, who you think your first opponent might be in playoffs. So they found out it's Rhinelander. Really get a good grasp of how you want to attack them. But I think those next level teams start to take advantage of that back-to-back game. Maybe you can throw some wrinkles in that prepare you for if you do advance from there. But then also, like, Coach has thrown a couple curveballs, a couple changeups this season at other teams that gave like Memorial trouble in the first half, things that Rhinelander may not be comfortable with or even seen yet from us. Nowadays, with the way that sharing goes with film, you're usually pretty well scouted if coaches do their homework. So be interesting to see what they did do. I know that the girls had a great week of practice, being in the hallways with them during school this past couple days. High energy, a lot of smiles on their faces, so I think the right things are probably taking place all day.
That's really interesting what you said. So not only are you thinking about, taking care of business here, you're also thinking about your first-round opponent, but then that is a quick turnaround. After that Rhinelander game next Friday in the regional semifinals, the regional finals the very next day, so maybe there's the opportunity there. Okay, well, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching Mustangs TV. All right, a great job there by Mr. Ralph Haas on the singing of the national anthem. Again, Mr. Haas, an English teacher at Menomonie Middle School. I was talking to him before the game, and he was actually on a field trip all day out and with the middle school students outside. So he's had a long day, Storm, a lot of fresh air.
My son was out there with them.
They have a good time?
They had a great time.
Excellent. So what we'll do here is we'll go through the starting lineups. I see that Chippewa is announcing them. Storm, do you want to give us the starting lineups for Chippewa Falls?
Starting for them, they have a junior number 2, Jillian Wick, a senior number 3, Sarah Chaffee, a senior number 10, Rosalind Twyman, a junior number 12, Riley Turhark, and a junior number 15, Claire Hepner.
All right, and the Cardinals are coached by Becca Bustel. She's been coaching for a while now.
Yeah. Former Blue Gold.
That's right.
Yep.
I had a chance to talk to her a little bit during the JV game. She was up here in the mezzanine, and she's a science teacher at Chippewa Falls High School. And we talked about how everyone wants to win these games. Everyone wants to be very competitive, but I know she really is proud that Chippewa Falls has offerings like girls basketball, as does Menomonie, and just great to see kids involved. So now we'll move on to the starters for the Mustangs, and Storm, go ahead and take it away.
So I think we're going through all of our seniors right here.
Here, let me get a light on the subject for you.
So they're going to announce all 7 of them tonight. So we have number 5, senior Sarah Oth, number 11, senior Brooklyn Sterry, number 12, senior Macy Marlette, number 22, another senior, Brooklyn Burt, number 33, senior Cortland Greeley, number 30, senior Allie Haas, and number 35, senior Amanda Holtzeder. Just a great class, Joe.
It really is.
Pretty special kids. Spent a lot of time on the hardwood and outside of the court with them, and just a great group of people.
And that's a lot of commitment by those seniors. And
to have 7 is pretty impressive, too, for a class.
Unlike you, Storm, I think we're actually going to start with 5 on the court.
There we go.
And what I got from Coach Swanson is Brooklyn Sterry, Macy Marlette, Brooklyn Burt, Cortland Greeley, and Amanda Holtzeder. Those 5 seniors will start, I'm sure, all of the seniors will play tonight. And I know we told this story the other day. I'll never forget that one year you had 6 seniors, and you just couldn't leave someone out. So you started the game with 6 girls on the court, received a technical foul.
Only tech in my whole career, just so you know.
Really?
Yep. Pretty impressive there, right?
I'd say you're a better man than I am. So we're off and going. Mustangs win the tip. Cortland Greeley quickly over to Brooklyn Burt. And what are we seeing here so far, Storm?
Probably going to try and get a high post touch, low post touch here. We got some nice matchups with BB and Amanda. Chippewa's not real big, not a ton of size. I think the game plan for us tonight, like we talked, you're closing out the season. I think you want clean, high-energy tempo, right? Like that's going to be our recipe to have some success come playoff time, being able to control the tempo but doing it in a way where it's clean. And I think the girls have had pretty consistent high motor all season. Oh, nice pass, Macy Marlette there with the bucket.
So steal by Cortland Greeley over to Macy Marlette, and the Mustangs are on the board. 1 turnover so far for each team. Menomonie in that tight man-to-man defense, trying to put as much pressure as possible on these Chi-High ball handlers, and another turnover as not able to handle that pass. A little hot on the pass. Julian Wick tried to grab it. Instead, it goes out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Menomonie. High post look here for Amanda Holzeder.
Off a double.
Brooklyn Burt, little shuffle there. They didn't call the travel.
She gets away with some of those things. It just kind of sells it. I don't know. I feel like there's always that little shuffle that she gets away with that most girls don't.
She's so athletic. She makes it look so easy. That's probably part of it, as that one halfway down, and the basket spits it back out. So still 2-0 Mustangs early on here from Menomonie High School. Again, this is Joe Zadowski along with Storm Harmon, bringing you the game here on Mustangs TV. Pretty good ball movement there from Chippewa Falls, and hitting from beyond the arc is number 2, Julian Wick, the 5'6" junior, and Chippewa Falls with an early lead. Shot there from Amanda Holzeder. Good hustle by both teams. That one out of bounds, and it goes to the Cardinals. And here we have our first substitutes as Sierra Auth and Allie Haas check in for Amanda Holzeder and Brooklyn Sterry. What do we got? Full court man-to-man.
There we go.
Steal by Brooklyn Burt. Wisely pulls it back to Sierra Auth to set up the offense. Yeah. Beautiful pass there from Cortland Greeley as Allie Haas lays it in, and the Mustangs regain the lead, now 4-3.
Again, that'll be our advantage all night, whether we see man or zone. Getting a little high-low entry, and we're not going to see any weak side help from the defense. We should be able to be partying with that all night.
Pretty nice move there for Chippewa Falls from number 10, Rosalind Twyman. She's a 5'7" senior. Allie Haas did a good job holding her ground without fouling. The held ball will go to the Cardinals after the Mustangs won the opening tip. Sierra Auth called on the foul. A little ticky-tacky there. She didn't have good position. I don't know that there was really contact, but officials trying to set the tone early, I guess. That's the first foul of the game. First one on Sierra, first one on the team. Sierra seems to get called for those fouls more often than not.
Getting decent ball pressure there by the Mustangs. Things you're looking for, again, last game here, weak side defense isn't there. You're going to start to see some good teams if you want to continue to advance. So I think our on-ball pressure has always been pretty solid. We get a little bit, I don't want to say lazy, but maybe lost sometimes with our weak side help, which teams kind of attack on us.
Nice move there from Rosalind Twyman, using her left hand, and off the glass and in it goes. Chippewa Falls leading 5-4 early on here in the first half. Yeah, Storm, after these weak transitions, as a nice pass and lay-in by Brooklyn Burt, after these week-long transitions where there's a lot of practice, a lot of times you can see a change on the defensive end.
Correct.
Just kind of attention to detail. And you are seeing some pretty good closeouts here from the Mustangs early on, as that one goes in and out for Twyman, and it's going to be off the Mustangs, reload for Chippewa Falls.
Yeah, you're dead on right there. Again, it's that time of year, right? March starts to bring something out of basketball teams.
Jordan Ullman now checking in the game. She's a regular starter, but not so here on senior night. She replaces the senior Macy Marlette. Little carry there, no call. And a three-point attempt short, rebounded by Jordan Ullman, and she's off to the races. Ullman pulls it back, sets up a play. Nice left-hand baseline dribble by Allie Haas, not able to get it to go. Mustangs have had some pretty good looks here.
A lot at the rim.
Only shooting about 25%, hence the 6-5 score so far here tonight. Twyman to the basket again.
Let's go.
And here comes Cortland Glee. She has numbers up to Allie Haas. Little fake there off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Ullman, and we're going to have a held ball. This time it will go to Menomonie.
So I like the push by Court there. I thought our spacing-wise could have been a little bit cleaner, just to have a nicer picture to each of the players. Kind of caught Allie in between and maybe Jordan in between of where to go with the ball.
Still got a pretty decent look, but a little off balance, and yeah, the timing is everything. Inbound pass to Brooklyn Burt, that one short. And Mustangs are getting shots. I guess the question is, are they quality shots? There's another turnover for Chippewa Falls. That is their third turnover here already. One turnover for the Mustangs. Yeah, Storm, you'd think that kind of any shot in the paint or near the paint would be a quality shot, but I think we've seen more so this year than others. That just really isn't so, is it?
No. It's a little bit different.
So a little give and go there as Jordan Ullman cuts to the basket, gets the nice pass, and is fouled. So she will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. All free throws this winter, sponsored by Bill's Distributing. And the first one from Jordan rattles around and drops in. Into the game now for Menomonie, Reese Varfnick. She'll replace Allie Haas. So Coach Betcher going deep into her bench here on senior night. And another free throw converted for Jordan Ullman, and the Mustangs now lead 8-5.
That's good. Hopefully we can get Jordan going too. The Mustangs are a completely different team when she plays confident. She can take over big moments of games. Pretty versatile player. Nice hit by 25 there.
Yeah, nice job there by Chippewa Falls breaking the press. Real good ball movement, which ends in a basket by the freshman, Tenley Anderson, 5'6" guard for the Cardinals. And we have a turnover there on the Mustangs, their second of the game. And a timeout called and granted, called by the head coach for the Chippewa Falls Cardinals, Becca Busto, and we'll take a timeout as well. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll be gone for a quick commercial. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
We're back in action here at Menomonie High School as Chippewa Falls inbounds the ball. Almost an over and back violation, but a nice save. Good hustle there by the Cardinals, Kara Ayers. And Ayers saves it. And another held ball. This time it will be awarded to Chi High on the alternating possession. Chippewa Falls has had one of those seasons where just really been overmatched pretty much night in and night out. I think 1-23 or something is their record, but you sure wouldn't know it by the effort the girls are giving on the court and the effort the coaches are giving the players. And doesn't necessarily take wins to have a successful season all the time. You got a lot of young kids playing, and nice to see so many kids participating in a good, healthy activity. That one tipped out of bounds, so Chippewa will reload under their own basket. Several subs coming in for the Cardinals. Rosalind Twyman checking back in. Also number 32, Macy Goki. Number 23, Kara Ayers still out there for Chippewa Falls. Try to get more of those names from the Cardinals as we go forward. Little inbound play there. Gets an open three-pointer off the mark.
Push.
And beautiful push, like you said, Storm, as Brooklyn Burt finds Cortland Greeley for the easy layup. If you're Coach Betcher or Coach Swanson, you got to like that.
Yeah, nice two-handed rebound by Burt, but immediately eyes down the floor. And that was really our first possession where I thought our eyes got down to the front court there and could take advantage of all 5 of the Cardinals crashing the glass.
Ball out of bounds. Chippewa will bring it in from the sideline. All man-to-man defense for the Mustangs so far tonight. Little two-man game there, laid in by number 32, Macy Goki. Good job there by the Cardinals as Jordan Ullman all the way to the basket, up and into the crotch of the rim, no good.
Maybe a little bump there.
Looks like there's a little contact. Cortland Greeley with a steal. She's going to feed it to Jordan, a little high on the pass. Good catch by Jordan, and a foul called. A body foul, no shot, so it'll be Menomonie's ball out of bounds. Emmy Marlette seeing her first action. She'll check in for Cortland Greeley. Also, Allie Haas back into the game, this time for Brooklyn Burt. Good look there for Jordan Ullman. Left a little bit short.
Yeah, a lot of good looks at the rim still.
Pretty hard to use the backboard from that angle, especially if you're not jumping high up in the air.
Yep.
Just hit the front of the rim a little bit there on that last shot from Jordan Ullman.
Split everyone.
And a turnover on the Cardinals. I think that's their 5th. Checking in for Chippewa Falls will be number 2, Jillian Wick. After a short break, she's replacing number 25, Tenley Anderson. Kara Ayers also coming to the bench for Chi High. Jordan Ullman with the ball for Menomonie.
Good kick out there. Nice hit by Reese.
And on the kick-out pass from Jordan Ullman, Reese Barfnick with a logjam 3. First 3 of the game for the Mustangs as Reese Barfnick hits from downtown.
A nice lift there. We call that drifting and lifting off the ball, and lifted to come into the window, and Jordan good control and good kick-out and knockdown.
So drifting and lifting, some new lingo for our Mustangs TV broadcast. Gotta love having Coach Harmon up here as the color guy, as Reese Barfnick almost hits 2 in a row. That one in and out. And the referees looking at each other to confirm, and it will be Menomonie basketball.
They got it right.
Let's take a look at one of these Mike Sell Insurance replays here. This is the lift and kick. Is that what you called it?
Yep. So, again, getting downhill with Jordan. She's got 2 feet in the paint with the ball, and then as our spot shooters, we lift and drift based on what the help defense is doing.
So that 3-point basket sponsored by Log Jam. All 3-pointers sponsored by Log Jam, and the extra look at it on the replay sponsored by Mike Sell Insurance. Appreciate all our sponsors this year on Mustangs TV.
Got her. So you'd like off of that kickback, BB had a nice duck in where it pass, boom, boom, right on her then.
Emmy Marlette, the younger of the Marlette sisters in there, has that one kicked away as she tried to feed it into the post to Brooklyn Burt, also known as BB from Coach Harmon. BB is a little bit easier to say than Brooklyn Burt. pass into BB, and she banks it. I was joking with Clark Yolitz at Rotary this week. All bank shots sponsored by Dairy State Bank. They are one of our commercial sponsors, and I told Clark for an extra $50 he can do the bank sponsorship as well.
There you go.
For all bank shots. And nice job there by Chippewa Falls getting the ball into the post, and fouled on the shooting attempt was number 15, Claire Hepner, a 5'10 junior. She'll head to the line. First one from Hepner is good. So Hepner converts on both of them. Mustangs lead 15-11. Chippewa Falls hanging around here early on, about halfway through this first period. Good feed there as Cortland Greeley hits a logjam three and then knocks the ball out of bounds. And what happened in that last offensive set there? Jordan Ullman just kind of drew everyone to her and threw it to Cortland.
She came flying up off of it. Again, a lot of weak side help eyes on Jordan, which she requires a lot of attention. She's seen it from not only the great teams in the conference with Memorial, but Chippewa here tonight too. Probably really concerned of her getting going. And Corp, great movement off the ball.
So a couple log jam threes for the Mustangs now. One by Reese Barfnick, that last one by Cortland Greeley. As Menomonie settles into their man-to-man defense. Nice move there. The blow-by Jillian Wick. The junior guard lays it in. Girls from Chippewa are playing hard, Storm.
They are.
Allie Haas going baseline with it, kicking it out to a wide open Brooklyn Burt. That three-point attempt off the iron, though, rebounded by the Cardinals. And good hustle by Emmy Marlette, and she does get the turnover for the Mustangs. That's the sixth turnover now on the Cardinals, and it'll be Menomonie's ball under their own basket.
Great hustle by Emmy there. Again, I think she's done a really good job in her role providing energy off the bench for the Mustangs all season.
Nice cut there from Brooklyn Burt. Cortland Greeley found her, but Brooklyn not able to get that one in the hole. Tell you, Storm, if Menomonie was even having an average shooting night from the paint, it'd be another 10 points, I think.
Yeah, everything's been at the rim besides those catch-and-shoot threes that were wide open.
So
maybe we're saving them.
Yeah, a little bit cold here for the Mustangs, still leading 18-13. Jordan picks up her dribble, looking for an outlet. There she finds it, and Cortland Greeley tried to lob it up to Brooklyn Burt. Good idea, just not enough height. And Emmy Marlette will load from three, and it's good. Log jam three for Emmy Marlette. And even though the Mustangs a little cold from in the paint, they've been red hot from the three-point line.
Feet ready, hands ready for her. That was a quick release for her.
And on that one, nice drive towards the basket by Rosalind Twyman for the Cardinals, followed by Allie Haas. I believe that is her second foul.
Two, yep.
So she'll come on out of the game, replaced by Reese Barfnick. Also in for the first time, sophomore Gracie Miller. She'll come in for her sophomore teammate, Emmy Marlette. So Brooklyn Burt, Jordan Ullman, Cortland Greeley, Reese Barfnick, and Gracie Miller on the court for the Mustangs. Pretty quick lineup out there right now, Storm.
Super athletic.
Nice drive there from the Cardinals. Rosalind Twyman able to get the ball out of that trouble spot in the short corner.
Corpse is so quick. Out of position, but just her quickness makes up for a lot of things.
Yeah, fortunate not to be called for that foul. Love to see her use, kind of more her ball side hand on that one, but she is quick. That's no doubt about that. She's got to be leading the league in steals. And Jordan Ullman almost had a run out, but that ball touched the sideline, and the ball will go back to the Macy Golke back in the game for the Cardinals. Claire Hepner will take a short rest. That was a nice back cut there by number 25, Tenley Anderson. The freshman pass a little bit off the mark. Another turnover for the Cardinals.
Good veer. Ooh. It's a little late.
Post up there by Jordan Ullman. Trying to fight through the traffic. A little heavy on that one. That three-pointer well off the mark, and rebound by Brooklyn Burt. Looks more like a November game here, Storm, than a February game. Neither team shooting real well from the field. That one didn't get any rim. That one in the crotch, and that one finally put back in. So the third effort is good. Reese Barfnick didn't even come down with it, just tapped it back in off the glass. Nice play by Reese.
I'd say sometimes, too, these senior nights, they're emotional nights for a lot of reasons. Nice hit there.
Rosalind Twyman hits the three-pointer for the Cardinals. And a foul whistled on Chi High. It'll be their third team foul. That one's whistled on number 32, Macy Golke. It's her first foul, team's third. 3 team fouls as well on the Mustangs. Brooklyn Burt takes a dribble, gets behind the three-point line. That went off the mark a little bit.
Another really nice look.
It's a different game, isn't it, Storm? You never would have seen it years ago, a player take a dribble backwards to take a shot. But that's the way the game is now. Brooklyn can hit them from out there, so not a bad idea at all.
Oop.
This time Gracie Miller, and a logjam three for Gracie Miller, and a timeout called by head coach Tyra Swanson. So we'll take a short timeout, come back and take a look at a few of these Mike Sill Insurance replays. But with 5:20 to go in the first half, it's Menomonie 26, Chi High 16. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. We're going to take a look at a couple Mike Sill Insurance replays here. Don't have a lot of time, but see if we can get this replay to play. There we go. I think this is that last three-pointer here by Gracie Miller, and it is. The sophomore southpaw puts it in from long range, log jam 3.
Oh, a little 1-2-2 here. Oh.
So a new full court press look from the Mustangs, but the Chi High Cardinals masterful at moving the ball. And that one put in by 32, Macy Golke for the Cardinals.
Yeah, on that 1-2-2, our two back girls, they need to be up a little bit. You want to encourage a deep pass. It's a hard pass to complete. But when you're up a couple steps on your defender, you're more likely to be able to get some of those passes that are made.
Yeah,
because you're trying to be pretty aggressive in the backcourt. That's what you're trying to get out of it.
And you can tell this isn't the first go-around for Becca Bustel, the head coach for the Cardinals. They were ready for that full court press. And after the shot attempt, ball knocked out of bounds, Mustangs will get a reload under their own basket. Reese Barfnick triggers into Jordan Ullman.
Got her.
Good pin there by Brooklyn Burt. About a 7-inch height advantage, and Brooklyn not able to get that one to go.
And I know BB's going to go on and play at the next level at Stout, her development is going to be trying to play off her right shoulder. She's got to be able to go to that left hand in some of those post-up opportunities.
There's that long pass you were talking about, Storm, and Mustangs trying to speed this one up a little bit. That was one heck of an inbounds throw from Jillian Wick for the Cardinals. She's able to get that thing all the way down there, and fouled on the play is number 15, Claire Hepner, 5'10", junior.
Who had the layup on our end.
That was Cortland Greeley. In fact, we'll take a short look at that one here on this Mike Sill Insurance replay. I missed that first free throw. I was watching the replay.
It was good.
It was good?
Yep.
So Hepner hits the first one. And again, thank you, Mike Sill Insurance, for all our replays this year. Claire Hepner with her second attempt is also good. So 28-21 here. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Emmy Marlette thinking to get into the post. Not a whole lot there for that one. Turnover on the Mustangs. Not many turnovers on Menomonie Storm, if you don't count some of the shots that didn't go in.
A little cleaner game from them. This is probably a pretty comfortable pace for them. Not a ton of pressure from Chippewa.
No, they really just don't have the quickness. The quickness to really match up on the perimeter. So that pass there, nice pass from Gracie Miller into
good catch.
Reese Barfnick.
Liked her playing off two. Got her base set up strong.
Reese so athletic.
Yeah, very good vertically.
Yeah. Big difference, especially in the game of girls basketball, if you can get off that floor a little bit. Chi High still working against this man-to-man Menomonie defense.
Ooh.
Nice move there by number 23, Kara Ayers, for the Cardinals. Little give and go with the left hand. Emmy Marlette is fouled. Good find there from Reese Barfnick. And Marlette will head to the line to shoot two. Again, all free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. First one from Emmy is good. She's a good shooter, Storm.
She is. Lots of reps. I remember her during the youth years. One of the kids that consistently got up those 10,000 shots during the summer, and it shows, right?
Absolutely. She put a lot of work in, and it shows. Second one from Emmy is good. No broadcaster jinx on that trip to the line. So 2-2 on the Bills Distributing free throw line that time down. Full court press. Another steal by Cortland Greeley. She lays that one in. And the Mustangs on a little run.
Hopefully good opportunity to close the head. Here we go, another one. Look at that.
Another steal, and Emmy Marlette finds Cortland Greeley, this time fouled. Pretty hard foul. Cortland's up with no ill effects, it appears. And now she'll head to the Bills Distributing free throw line. Kind of a streaky team here, Storm. And
they're scary. That's all I can say. If you're an opposing team in playoffs, this is a team that you're quite worried, because I think we're one of those teams that have a very high ceiling. Our basement's maybe a little bit lower than what we've had in years past, but makes you kind of unpredictable and not sure what you get a night like this where you start knocking down some threes too. The game can get away from you pretty quickly.
And another steal, this time by Reese Barfnick. She's looking up ahead to Cortland Greeley. Nice catch there. Good athletic catch by Cortland. Out to Sierra Auth, and a logjam three for Sierra Auth. And the Mustangs on quite a run here. Just a minute ago, it was about an 8-point game, and now Mustangs leading by 16. They've doubled their margin in about the last minute or so. Ooh. Led by that good defense, opportunistic turnovers, but this time a foul whistled. That'll be called on Sierra Auth. That's her second. Team's fifth. Both teams have 5 fouls here with 2 minutes to go. First free throw from, who is that on the line? I can't.
Chaffee. Number 3.
Number 3, Sarah Chaffee on the line, 5'8" senior.
I think she's their all-time leading three-point shooter.
She looks like she's got a nice shot there, good backspin, and pretty effortless on those free throws.
Pretty impressive. Like, Chippewa's had some really nice girls go through the program through the years, and to have any sort of record like that, again, putting in some time.
Mustangs looking to get the ball in. Amanda Holzheater, she's up with it and foul. That foul whistled on Sarah Chaffee. So to the Bills distributing free throw line goes Amanda Holzheater, one of the 7 seniors recognized before the game.
Another great kid. Great academically. She's a 4.0 student for us.
Macy Marlette, another senior, back into the game, as is Brooklyn Sterry. 4 seniors when you include Cortland Greeley along with sophomore Emmy Marlette. So the Marlette sisters sharing the court. Not many times that'll happen again as we're wrapping up the regular season tonight. Holzheater, nothing but net on that one. Mustangs now lead by 15. Good crossover dribble there. That's number 12, Riley Terrick.
Nice steal.
Another steal for the Mustangs. Cortland Greeley really racking up the steals here tonight. Macy Marlette converts.
Good strong catch there.
Nice to have Macy back on the court. Missed a significant portion of the season, recovering from an injury. Another steal by Greeley, this time fouled. That foul whistled on number 10, Rosalind Twyman.
Yeah, knowing that she's really excited for the spring sport coming up with softball, to be able to get some activity in, I think is going to be super beneficial for her.
Yeah, Macy, I think she's a 4-year starter on the softball team. Real successful pitcher for the Mustangs. Can also hit the ball. Cortland Greeley, I think that last steal was Chippewa's 10th turnover. I think 5 of them have come off Cortland Greeley steals. We might be looking at a double-double tonight for Cortland Greeley. Points and steals. You don't see that every day.
Oh, look at that roll.
That free throw kind of hit the perfect spot on the heel of the rim. It killed it, and it dropped in. Can't teach that one.
No, I think senior night you're supposed to get some of those rolls at home.
That one, the carom, not quite there. So 1 for 2 from the line.
She's having a night.
Oh, good effort there. This time whistled for the foul. And good sportsmanship there from Cortland. She kind of landed on Tenley Anderson, the freshman for Chippewa Falls, and Cortland quickly gave her a sportsmanship-like tap, and good job there from Tenley Anderson competing. It looks like she's okay. Took a little bit of a body blow on that one. So a minute to go here in the first half. Mustangs lead by 18. That one a little ill-advised on that shot, but offensive rebound for the Cardinals. Little turnaround scoop there from number 23, Kira Ayers, the 5'8" senior, getting it done. Looked like a little Moses Malone on that last little scoop there, Storm. As Emmy Marlette rebounds it for the Mustangs. A held ball called. Menomoni's turn on the alternating possession.
So you get stereo look here.
Brooklyn coming down the lane. Good coverage there by Chai High.
Have a night.
Macy Marlette, a log jam 3.
There you go,
And
Sterry.
Brooklyn Sterry knocks it away. Good hustle there by Macy. And the senior Marlette able to tie up Claire Hepner for the Cardinals. This time the held ball goes to Chai High. Chai High hoping to hold for one shot here with 14.4 seconds to go.
Short, let's go.
Little block there from Gracie Miller, and Macy Marlette with the ball up to her sister Emmy Marlette. Into Amanda Holzheater. Left hand off the glass and good. And that's how the first half will end.
There you go.
So the Mustangs, with a spurt in the last 3 minutes of the half, take their lead from 8 all the way up to 21. And as we head to halftime, don't go away. We're going to take a real short break, and we'll come back, and we have 2 senior spotlights with Coach Harmon and what do we have? Macy Marlette and
Brooklyn Sterry.
Brooklyn Sterry. So we'll be back in just a minute. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Welcome back to our TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal halftime show. We have Brooklyn Sterry with us right now. Brooklyn, we're going to jump right into it. Could you share with us your favorite memory as a Mustang?
My favorite memory as a Mustang is all the team bonding we do and just like being able to go out to eat after games like Applebee's and Culver's.
What's your go-to at Applebee's?
Probably the pretzels.
Pretzels is a half-off apps then?
Yeah.
Yeah, good time after game time to get that. Yeah, as a former coach here, I can say the girls, they do a really good job hanging out. Those are the things that you remember. I remember my days as a player, just the days, the things after the game, before the game. Those are all the things that just keep coming back into your head. It's crazy though. It's gone by pretty quickly.
Yeah, it has.
What are your plans after high school?
I'm going to go to CBTC to become an RN, and then I'm going to work for a while, and then later go back to school to become an NP.
Awesome. Live in Eau Claire, live in Menomonie.
Probably live in Menomonie.
Saving that money. Smart kid here. What's one fun fact about you, Brooklyn?
I can wiggle my ears.
Can wiggle your ears. All right, we're going to prove this here. Like, show us, or show me, and I'll confirm. Oh, yeah, like Alfalfa. Have you ever seen Little Rascals?
Yeah.
There we go. She drilled it right there. What are all the activities you're involved in here at the high school?
Volleyball, basketball, softball, and then I do HOSA, too.
You want to give a little bit of what HOSA looks like?
We just, like, meet and, like, run the blood drives that are here at the school, and then we just play, like, fun little, like, medical board games to learn about, like, health careers.
Great. One accomplishment you're most proud of?
I became a CNA at 16.
CNA at 16, getting things done. And all those other activities you shared, that's crazy. Last thing I'll leave you with here, advice for future Mustangs.
Always have fun and cherish your time together because it goes by fast.
Couldn't say it any better there. Thanks, Brooklyn. Again, that's our TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal halftime show. Welcome back to our TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal halftime show. We have Macy Marlette with us here tonight. Macy, we're going to kick it off right away. What is your favorite memory as a Mustang?
My favorite memory as a Mustang would be going to all the team meals and going to McDonald's after like every game, no matter win or loss. We just always go there and we always have a blast. And we always find out lots of stuff, so it's so fun going all together.
So help the people know, what do you mean by team meals?
So we have a meal before every home game. This year we switch it up. We do one meal per week. Doesn't matter if it's home or away. We go to someone's house. They make a good meal for us to eat before a game day. We stay there for about 2 to 3 hours, and we just have some fun.
Yes, I would say there's some pretty special people in your guys' lives that allow that to happen, but it just makes the team closer. Always cool as a coach to be involved with something where you have team and players that really like to get along. What are your plans after high school?
My plans, I'm attending CBTC in the fall for the nursing program. I'll go there for 2 years, get my RN, and then I'm not sure where I'll go, but I'll go get my BSN completion to be an RN and get my bachelor's.
Perfect. What is one fun fact that we may not know about you?
I've had 5 surgeries.
Oh, 5. That is quite a bit.
Yep.
What, we 18 now?
Yep.
5 through 18, yes.
Yep.
Hopefully no more then, fingers crossed,
Fingers
right?
crossed.
Hopefully last one this school year too, because I know we got a big season coming up here soon.
Yes.
And we just got back from the previous surgery.
Yep.
All right, so with that being said, what are some of the activities that you're involved in?
I'm in basketball and softball, and that's it.
Perfect. And then softball season's coming up. Pretty excited?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Hopefully early spring for you girls here. We can get out there, but we also have that new turf.
Yes.
So you'll be able to get probably some,
get some
swings of the
action.
bat, movement that we normally don't get. So that's a luxury that we have now here at the high school. Let's go to the next one here. What is one accomplishment you are most proud of?
One accomplishment I'm most proud of is just being able to play up with varsity since like a young age, freshman or sophomore year, basketball and softball. Just getting to grow bonds like with the older girls and have them help me with whatever. It's been super special getting to be friends with the upperclassmen, and they help like guide me through sports and life.
Yeah, I would, to piggyback off that thought, so not only a talented athlete that you are that gives you the opportunity in Big Rivers to play at a young age, but then also to pass it down like you have been once you became an upperclassman. It's kind of cool as a coach to see that take place. So very lucky and fortunate to have you be a part of the 2 sports that you are with. What is some advice for future Mustangs?
Some advice is just have fun, make any friends, all of the friends that you can, and just stick by the people that support you and love you.
That's awesome. Can't get much better than that right there. Thanks, Stacy.
Yeah.
That is your TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal halftime show.
Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. Got a minute to go here in the halftime warm-up. I know Coach Harmon trying to check in on the boys basketball game. The boys traveled to Chippewa as the girls leading here against Chippewa Falls 47-26 at halftime. Storm Laws, we have a second. I have a couple Mike Sell Insurance replays for us to take a look at. First one here was a kick out to Macy Marlette for a log jam 3. That was with 24 seconds to go in the half. And I think just shortly before that, a couple minutes to go in the half, That was the kick out to Sierra Oth. So 2 of the seniors, Macy Marlette and Sierra Oth, hitting 3-point baskets in the first half. Cortland Greeley also had a 3-pointer, as did Reese Barfnick. And the Mustangs leading 47-26. Storm, what did you see there in the first half?
First thing, I thought Coach Swanson did a great job. I don't know how she pulled it off. She got 6 of the 7 seniors on the book already with some buckets. So that's pretty awesome. I know going into a senior night as a coach, you're always trying to find a way to get them an early bucket if you can. I thought Cortland Greeley was pretty amazing. She leads all scorers with 11. Great defensively, stayed out of foul trouble. Eyes up when she was attacking, but just defensively was doing what she does, which is pretty incredible. And then the big thing, too, want to keep playing clean basketball. I thought we started to control that tempo, that final 4 minutes. Maybe the 10 players versus 8 players starts to wear on the team, especially when that full court pressure is always taking place.
Senior Brooklyn Sterry with a nice look there, just off the mark a little bit. The starting lineup here in the second half, again, all seniors, as Amanda Holzheater pulls that one down for Menomonie.
Good push.
Cortland Greeley up to Sierra Oth. That one off the front of the rim. Allie Haas and Brooklyn Sterry giving it chase. So we got Allie Haas, Brooklyn Sterry, Sierra Oth, Cortland Greeley, and Amanda Holzheater out there right now for Menomonie.
And court again.
Yeah, Cortland Greeley, she's approaching double digits with steals here tonight. Unofficially, I got her down for 7.
So speaking of Cortland, one thing that I always liked, like when we go and play an opponent that we haven't seen before, Rhinelander, it's going to be hard to replicate what she does to prepare for Menomonie. There's just not many kids that move like her.
And there's another steal for Cortland Greeley. And looked like there might have been some contact there. No whistle. And here come the Cardinals. Coast to coast is Sarah Shafi. That went off the rim, though, and Allie Haas with the push for Menomonie. Bounce pass kicked out of bounds, so the Mustangs will reload under their own basket.
Right idea there. I always like to tell players, give the ball up as soon as you can. It's probably coming back to you. The more dribbles you take, it kind of gives the defense a little bit more opportunity to get themselves in position.
Good move there from Allie Haas, but just not able to hit as that one off the rim. Pretty good use of the backboard, just off on the angle a little bit. Allie's really developed as a player and has given this team some real nice depth this season. Saw her quite a bit with a lot of success on the JV team last year.
Yep. She's one of those, too, that kind of didn't benefit very much from the transfer rule from coming from one school to another as an upperclassman.
Cortland Greeley up ahead to her fellow senior, Sarah Oth, who lays that one in. So good movement there, and now a steal by Oth. Over to Greeley. Over to Haas. Allie, a little up and under. Storm, you'd like to see Brooklyn Sterry get in the scoring column, wouldn't you?
I would.
Nice bounce pass there from Greeley to Haas. Haas up again, and this time she'll head to the Bills Distributing free throw line. And that'll give us a second to take a look at a Mike Sell Insurance replay. Again, this is just a moment ago. Cortland Greeley finding Sarah Oth for the layup. And the Mustangs now lead 49-26 as Allie Haas a little heavy on the first one. Off the back of the rim. Jordan Ullman checking in for Sierra Oth. That foul for Chippewa Falls called on Sarah Shafi. That's her third. As Allie hits the second one, and into the game is Brooklyn Burt. Girls on both these teams have done a nice job tonight. A lot of effort out there on the hardwood. That lob pass intercepted by Brooklyn Burt. I think she caught herself in a double dribble, no call. The look on Brooklyn's face said it all, Storm.
Never been good at hiding her emotions.
And Brooklyn Sterry from long range, in and out. Good look there from Brooklyn Sterry. Sterry with a good defense on Rosalind Twyman for the Cardinals. Twyman loads from 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, Cortland Greeley.
Eyes up. There we go. Good push. Nice.
Beautiful pass there from Brooklyn Sterry to her fellow senior, Amanda Holzheater. Good left-handed bank shot there from Holzheater. Twyman going baseline. Rebound, Jordan Ullman. And up to Brooklyn Bird it goes. And good hustle from number 25, Tenley Anderson. Storm, sometimes in basketball, there's such thing as a good foul.
That was a good foul.
Without Anderson's hustle and foul, that would have been an easy 2 for Brooklyn Burt.
And a good hard foul right there, right? Just so the ball couldn't get up to the rim.
If you're going to get called for a foul, you don't want to give the basket as well.
For sure.
My favorite basketball player in the Mustangs program, Ellie Zadowski, up here asking me for my keys.
Oh, I thought it was going to be money.
Yeah, usually it's Eric asking for the money. Ellie's asking for the keys. That might be more expensive. Brooklyn Burt off the back of the iron that time from the Bills distributing free throw line.
How are the 2 new drivers handling the weather?
Not bad,
Not
as
bad.
number
Good.
32, Macy Goki, lays that one in for the Cardinals. No, when AJ got his license, we quickly got a toe strap after that. Ended up in the ditch. These winter birthdays make it a little bit difficult, but no harm, no foul. And Eric and Ellie, they've done pretty well so far.
Well, that's good info. We got 3 girls born in the winter, so.
Yeah, get a toe strap, Storm. As Macy Marlette has
There
the
we
steal,
go.
and then the log jam 3.
Double digits now for her.
Couple 3-pointers now for Macy Marlette. Showing it out on senior night a little bit. Steal by Jordan Ullman. Jordan to the hoop, off the mark. Rebound, Brooklyn Burt lays it in. Hoop and the harm. The basket is good, and Brooklyn will go to the line for a possible 3-point play. Got a quick second here, Storm. Let's take a look at that Macy Marlette 3-pointer. Good ball movement there from the corner. A log jam 3 for Macy Marlette on our Mike Sell Insurance replay. And from the Bills distributing free throw line, Brooklyn converts the 3-point play. Activities Director Matt Riley stopping up with a update from the boys game. Boys leading 41-28 with 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go over in Chippewa Falls. So Coach Van Grunsven and the boys basketball team continuing their good second half of the season.
Yeah, they got seeding meeting coming up this weekend.
I think you're going to see a pretty nice seed for the boys team this year, Storm.
Yeah, I think anywhere 3, 4, 5-ish maybe, right in that little ballpark.
I think so. They've had a real nice second half, and that one off the mark. Rebound, Brooklyn Burt. Loose ball picked up by Macy Marlette over to Jordan Ullman, and a beautiful pass into Burt. Brooklyn lays it in.
It gets really interesting with the seeding when they're in a ton of like opponents playing each other. Our kids, I think, always benefit from playing in the Big Rivers, dropping in D2, where some of the teams that we play are D2, D3, D4 type conferences. So the records may be skewed a little bit, but it comes down to who you're playing and kind of the habits you built throughout the season.
Mustangs lost a heartbreaker, the boys did on Friday. New Richmond hitting a buzzer beater 3-pointer to win that one, and I think they're in the same section, so that might knock them down a seed depending on how things line up with the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like, if I remember right, I think Wausau East and Rhinelander have that 14-15 type win season going right now. Not sure what the opponents look like, but WIA does reward winning.
I would expect at least one home game for the boys.
Yeah, for sure.
And
they've earned that for sure.
They're going to be a dangerous out, that's for sure. Sophomore Trevor Robert really finding his comfort level at the varsity level here in the second half of the season. But here at the girls' game at the Menomonie High School gym, the girls leading 60-28 as Reese Barfneck with a blow-by lays that one in.
Good, I like it. Coach Swanson be able to get a ton of kids in this half. Again, you like to feel good going into playoffs, and I think that's where the girls' mindset's going to be pretty confident. Especially the last 9 minutes of this game, they really turned it on.
Block there from Brooklyn Burt. And, it's not that Chippewa hasn't played any, they played hard the whole game, but, Menomonie wasn't shooting real well early on, and since then it's kind of been a different story. Brooklyn Burt took a little bit of a shot. Looks like she's all right. Both teams have really done a good job hustling, as laying that one in for the Cardinals is freshman Tenley Anderson. And a timeout called by head coach Tyra Swanson. And we'll take a quick timeout as well. So with 10 minutes and 42 seconds to go, it's Menomonie 62, Chippewa Falls 30. You're watching Mustangs TV.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Reese Barfneck bringing the ball up for the Mustangs here with about 10 minutes to go in the game. Mustangs leading by 32. Emmy Marlette from the top of the key. Log jam 3 for Emmy Marlette.
Trying to keep up with her sister here.
Her sister Macy hit one just a couple minutes ago. Both Marlette girls with multiple three-point baskets here tonight. Emmy took a pretty good screen that time. Kind of lost her wits for a second. Looks like she's all right.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Allie Haas up to the older Marlette, Macy, who kicks it back out to Barfneck. Reese over to Macy. Macy Marlette over to Sierra Oth.
Body there.
I think the strike zone's been expanded a little bit here by the officials, and this one's turned into a little bit of a circus on that possession. I'm sure they'll rein it back in. As Rosalind Tywin, good job for the Cardinals securing the ball. That three-pointer from Anderson off the mark. Rebound, Reese Barfneck. Reese into the lane. Good job stopping her dribble. A little reverse pivot to gather herself up and in.
Yeah, good balance there on that finish.
Storm, what's the mercy rule here? Is it 40 points after
40 after 9.
Okay, so
we're a bucket away. Well, in theory.
That three-pointer off the rim for Sarah Chaffee. Up ahead with it. Reese Barfneck, she thought about it. Instead goes around Chaffee and will be fouled. I think that's going to be 4 fouls on Sarah Chaffee. And to the Bills distributing free throw line goes Reese Barfneck. How did I have that wrong? That's only 2 fouls on Chaffee.
Two had 3, so you're close. We're just flipping them around.
So 4th team foul on the Cardinals as Reese Barfneck able to hit the first. Into the game now for Menomonie is Brooklyn Sterry and Gracie Miller. We saw a 3-point basket from Gracie Miller in the first half. She had a huge game for the Mustangs early on at Holman.
Yeah.
One of those swing players who typically, doesn't see a lot of minutes, but that game at Holman early on in the season, she had 3 3-pointers really broke that game open. And I think that ended up being the first victory for new head coach Tyra Swanson.
Yep. Those are one of those wins that go a long way, too, when seeding happens, because it's computers that do it.
Yeah.
And Holman's a solid team out of Mississippi Valley there. And get that win early, it comes back to help you out later. Again, and like you mentioned in the pregame, the non-con that these girls have played has been pretty challenging. I don't have the strength of schedule stats for the state, but we got to be up there, top 5 schedules. Maybe probably the toughest Division II schedule by anybody in a non-con. So you hope that prepares you for what the future is here in the next week.
Yeah. Well, the girls' team will have a home game, and their seed was high enough not to have to play in the regional quarterfinal. So they advance automatically to the regional semifinal, which will be here at Menomonie High School next Friday. Game scheduled to start at 7 p.m. There'll be no JV game before it. No passes either for those WIA tournament games. We will have the game broadcast on Mustangs TV as Rhinelander makes the trip all the way over here to Menomonie.
Winner. I already got our halftime guest, too.
Who do you got?
Hodag legend, Casey Drake.
Hey, so Mr. Drake.
He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to have to come up with some info here and some fun facts about Hodags and everything about Rhinelander.
High school principal Casey Drake, a graduate from Rhinelander High School. I'm sure he'll be cheering for the Mustangs on Friday, however, if he wants to continue being the principal. Joking, of course. Mr. Drake doing a great job here for the high school. Brooklyn Sterry off the rim there. Brooklyn's had some good looks, and she's done a great job on defense, hoping to get one to go down here in the second half.
Nice help side.
Yeah, it'll be Storm Harmon and Chad Zutter on the broadcast next Friday. I thought, you guys have been doing most of these girls' games. You've seen most of them, so I think that'll be a good call. Maybe I'll stop by for a couple minutes, but get the A-team here for the girls with Chad Zutter and Storm Harmon. But the winner of the regional semifinal on Friday between Rhinelander and Menomonie will play the winner of Rice Lake and the winner of the quarterfinal game between Merrill and New Richmond. So on paper, it would be Menomonie at Rice Lake on Saturday in the regional final, but they don't play the games on paper.
They don't. No, it was just a couple years ago when Toma made a run to the sectional semi, beat the 2-seed New Richmond, then beat the 3-seed Rice Lake, and our girls end up playing them a fun night over at Eau Claire at the Eagles Nest to get to the sectional final. So you got to play it.
Rebound there from Brooklyn Sterry Brooklyn Sterry bringing it across the timeline for the Mustangs. Foul there whistled on Tenley Anderson. So March Madness right around the corner. Great time of year. Like that the temperatures are finally going to look like March here this weekend. Pretty cold week in the Northwest region.
We've been pretty busy in the schools, but have you had a chance to look at any of the college basketball teams for March Madness? You got a favorite yet?
I watched a lot of the Badgers. I haven't watched much beyond that, Storm.
How about that game at Mackey the other day against Purdue?
We got done with the boys game and got home, and no, that was the Illinois game. That was
most recent, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been about a week ago when they played Purdue.
Yeah, the Badgers, they really have had a nice run. John Tanji, probably the biggest free agent pickup in college basketball, I would say.
He's probably a first-team All-American. That night, I don't know. You follow Badger basketball for a long time, too. It's hard to imagine them going into Mackey, scoring 90-plus points, shooting over 60%, and having only 3 turnovers.
Unbelievable.
That efficiency is, as a coach, I don't know if there's a perfect game out there, but that's probably pretty dang close.
Nice pass there, hitting the cutting Claire Hepner, not able to put it in for the Cardinals. When was that game at Purdue? I think I might have been at the state ice fishing tournament with the Menomonie ice fishing team. Was it Saturday?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we were down in La Crosse that day. I know Eric. Yeah, we were, and Eric was watching his phone instead of watching the tip-ups. That's not much happening on the tip-ups last Saturday in lacrosse, so it didn't really matter. But, yeah, we were keeping track of it on the phone.
More fishing this weekend for them?
You know, the ice fishing team competed in the state tournament last week. They finished 37th out of 79, did a great job. There are some other events coming up. I think we'll be practicing some ice fishing this weekend.
Gotcha. My son was able to go yesterday after school and hit some crappies over there on Tainer. So.
Ooh, nice. You have GPS of where your son was at?
So
we'll talk offline.
Insider information, Coach Swanson's husband was our hookup. So
nice.
Joe's got a good pulse of the area.
Joe Swanson, the husband of Tyra Swanson, formerly Tyra Betcher. Standout athlete, student, and person here at Menomonie High School. Also the daughter of Bart Betcher, the middle school principal, and Lynn.
There we go.
Nice basket there, and we're now past the 40-point mark in terms of the point differential, so it will be a running clock the rest of the way. Again, good effort and sportsmanship shown here by the Chippewa Falls Cardinals tonight, just not quite able to match up skill-wise here. Block there from Brooklyn Burt. Kick out off the mark. And up ahead to Sierra Oth. Sierra, good left hand off the rim on that one. Might have been a little contact, but again, I think the strike zone has widened a little bit as the scoring margin has widened. Yeah, you were talking about Wisconsin at Purdue and Mackey Arena. The Badgers have had some tough games over there.
Gene Cady and Bobo would have been like, what is this for basketball? It was 90-something, 80-something. And
I was just going to say that. Matt Painter doing a terrific job for the Boilermakers. And I don't know how long he's been there.
A while now.
And it's hard to believe that because before him, Gene Cady was there for decades.
Big Ten's had some legendary coaches for some long runs.
And kind of like you've done with Tyra Swanson, the new head coach for the Mustangs, Gene Cady able to hand the reins over at Purdue to his former player, Matt Painter. Be interesting to see how long he goes. He was kind of a young guy when he got hired, and I think it's got to be awfully difficult to be a college coach these days with the transfer portal and
different
NIL, and I'm not sure how long some of these guys will be able to do it. But we have a whistle here as Coach Swanson will call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. So 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Mustangs lead by 41. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. The Mustangs 2 minutes and 47 seconds away from ending their regular season with a victory. And Storm, it's been fun talking basketball, not just this game, not just the boys basketball game over in Chippewa where the Mustangs are leading. Also talking about the Badgers and the Big Ten and some of the history. And, you know, we were talking a little bit about Purdue and Gene Cady and Matt Painter. And how about Michigan State?
With Tommy Izzo there. Holy, yes.
Tom Izzo taking over for Judd Heathcote.
Yep. Just Heathcote. He was like 76 when he took over, like 1976, and all the way into the mid-90s.
Judd Heathcote, the coach of Magic Johnson and the Michigan State Spartans, who won the national championship in, what was it, 1977 or something?
Against Bird and them,
Beat
right?
Larry Bird in Indiana State. And Judd Heathcote was a fixture at Michigan State as Brooklyn Sterry to the line. Bill's distributing free throw line. First one in and out.
I like that timeout by Coach Swanson. They're drawing something up for Brooklyn. Trying to get her a bucket here.
She's got her to the free throw line as Brooklyn with the second of 2 free throws. That one off the front of the rim. Rebound Amanda Holzheater. Kicking it out to Sierra Oth. Allie Haas looking to get it into Brooklyn Sterry. That pass a little wide. But yeah, when Tom Izzo took over for Judd Heathcote, Izzo had been his assistant for about a decade and thought, well, yeah, that's a good hire, and the guy will probably go for, 10, maybe 15 years. And Tom Izzo is still there all these years later, and a timeout and a new set of subs in for the Mustangs as seniors Sierra Oth, Amanda Holzheater, Allie Haas, and Macy Marlette get a standing ovation as they will come off the court probably for the last time in the regular season as a Menomonie Mustang. Jordan Ullman now in there, the sophomore. Over to another sophomore, Emmy Marlette. That pass into Brooklyn Sterry. A little too hot. Gracie Miller also, another sophomore in there. So 3 sophomores, then the junior Reese Barfnick and the senior Brooklyn Sterry. Nice drive there and off the glass and in for Jillian Wick, the 5'6" junior for the Cardinals. Brooklyn Sterry in the post. She's up with it and off the glass and in.
7 for 7 here.
All 7 seniors now in the scorebook, scoring points on senior night. I think it sounds easier than it actually is, Storm.
No, that's a challenge in itself.
So great to see the teamwork for Menomonie. As we're about to wrap this one up, Jordan Ullman, she'll direct the offense here with 7 seconds to go. Brooklyn Sterry, I think, was being encouraged to shoot by some of the sophomores. Instead, the mature senior kicked it back out and with a smile comes over to the bench. And before we go through some stats, I don't know how many you have, we'll take a look at the Mike Sill Insurance replay as Brooklyn Sterry in the post on a pass from Reese Barfnick, lays it up and in, and the bench goes wild. And all seniors score on senior night. So Storm's going to total up just a few columns. We're going to take a real short break, and we'll come back with some final stats, final thoughts, and the post-game show sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School, and the Mustangs victorious 73-34 over the Chippewa Falls Cardinals. Again, nice job, good effort by both teams, both coaching staffs. Good sportsmanship shown by all sides here tonight. This is a big win for this program in Coach Swanson's first year. This win brings the season record for the Mustangs, the final regular season record, up to 12-12, 7-7 in a very competitive Big Rivers Conference. And Storm, before we talk about the playoffs, the tournament, do you have any stats to share tonight?
Yeah, leading scorer Cortland Greeley for the Mustangs with 13. Then we had 3 other girls in double figures, Brooklyn Burt with 10, Reese Barfnick with 12, and Macy Marlette with 10. All kids scored for the Mustangs tonight. Miller had 3, Oth 5, Sterry added 2, Ullman added 2, Haas 3, and Holtz-Cedar rounded up with 5 there. And then for leading score for the Cardinals would have been Julian Wick with 7, and then multiple girls with 4.
So, again, a nice job. Everyone on the Menomonie roster scored tonight, including those seniors. And I know we talked a lot about them, but Sierra Oth, Brooklyn Sterry, Macy Marlette, Brooklyn Burt, Cortland Greeley, Allie Haas, Amanda Holzheater, and the team manager, Kaylin Brandenburg, all recognized before the game. And great job, again, by head coach Tyra Swanson getting the job done here on senior night. So with the regular season over, focus now shifts towards the WIAA tournament. And Storm, I know we talked about it earlier. Lay it out for us quick, if you don't mind.
So we're looking at Rhinelander hosting them on Friday. We're the 4 seed. Fortunate to get past that. You're probably looking at a game at Rice Lake the next night as they are the 1 seed. Rhinelander team, they got a couple nice guards. Probably see a little diamond press from them. They like to play fast, but teams that continue to play fast with them have given them some trouble, so maybe that might be a little advantage for the Mustangs getting into it. Got to take care of the ball with them. They have 2 strong teams in their conference. Moseley and Lakeland are very good basketball teams, so they're seeing some good teams throughout their schedule. And just a game where, again, you want one more day with each other. These nights like tonight are fun to celebrate. Pretty cool to have all the 7 seniors score, them giving hugs right now and everything like that. Just special people, and doesn't always work out like this for teams to have special nights like this. So really fortunate to watch it, call the game, and watch and be a part of it. Bottom part of the playoff there, if we're besides our sectional, Shawano's the 1, and then Marinette's the 2. Shawano's a pretty good team. Not sure who really come out of that bottom there. It changes every year now with the way that they keep on changing teams from divisions. Notre Dame and Pewaukee are no longer in Division II, who were there for a while. I would think, honestly, there's got to be 5 or 6 teams in our sectional, top to bottom, that could go into this and think they have a legit shot to make a run and get out of it, which is pretty awesome. It's not usually designed that way, but it's pretty wide open for the first time in a while. So anything can happen. Again, if the girls keep putting together really good high energy, which has been one of their constants, play some clean basketball and get the tempo to the place where they like to be comfortable, more than capable of making a really nice run here.
Well, the Mustangs will be heading into the tournament on a 2-game winning streak after beating New Richmond last Friday and Chippewa Falls this Friday. And like you said, Storm, anything can happen. We did not get a final yet on the boys' game at Chippewa. They were leading by a substantial margin last time we checked. So hopefully the boys were able to get that done. They'll be back in action at St. Croix Central tomorrow afternoon. Not quite sure what the streaming service is for St. Croix Central, but I would assume that game will be streamed. The next broadcast on Mustangs TV will be on Monday, as the boys basketball team will be hosting Onalaska in a non-conference basketball game right here at Menomonie High School. And then, like I said, there will be the Friday night broadcast of the regional semifinal right here at Menomonie High School, as the Mustang girls team will take on Rhinelander. The winner of that game will then play on Saturday evening, either in Rice Lake, or I guess it depends on who else wins. So that'll do it for this broadcast. I'd like to thank Abby Lake, our camera person here tonight. And for our color man, Storm Harmon, this is Joe Zadowski signing off. Mustangs win 73-34. You've been watching Mustangs TV.